Today we're going to work up a load for 30-06, something we can shoot out of my bolt action. It's an old Western field made by Mossberg. Finally got the scope put on, sighted in, so it's time to work up a load. IMR 4895 for our powder today. It's good versatile powder, works for most rifle cartridges, so keep things around that I can use in a bunch of different calibers. That's our powder of the day. Our bullet choices: 178 grain ELD-X, 180 grain Seirra ProHunters, and some Speer soft point boat tails, and 150 grain. Hornady dies. And just for the sake of time, we have some federal brass all primed and ready to go. We're going to shoot the 180 grain ProHunters from 42 all the way to 48 in 2 grain increments, basically following the load data from my lineman manual here. I had these bullets, these 180 grains in there. I'm going to go ahead and use the same charges for the 178s because it's close enough. I want to see how they perform. And then for the 150s, we're going to go from 46 to 52, following the manual. So all of these charges are right up at or just slightly past the max listed in the lineman manual. So we will be watching the brass as we go. Make sure it's alright to shoot these last loads. 178 grain and the 180 grain ladder tests loaded up. Just wanted to talk about how important it is to keep these in order. I always put them in the box here. These are going to be my groups. For the lightest charges, starting on the left and moving right. So here's the lightest, and next, and highest, and same with this group here. Lightest, heaviest. One other thing I do just to help make sure, I always give the lightest charges here a green stamp on the bottom, and we have an orange. Alright, now they're all crimped. Okay, at the last minute I realized I had 9 of these 110 grain Sierra Varminters left. Figured I'd add them in. Been wanting to try 110 grain 30-06, so there was 9 left. I went ahead and loaded them up here. You can see there. Jagged hollow points. I had enough bullets to do 3 different charges. So we went 50, 52, and 54 here with a 3.00 overall length. So that's what we'll be trying for 110s. Go ahead and add that to our other 3 test loads here. Alright. And we're ready to go. Well, here we are out in the woods. We'll test out our 30-06 loads that we worked up. I think I really got myself into a mess here. As you can see, I've got 45 hand loads to test out today. Plus I'd like to shoot 5 cider rounds of factory ammo just to make sure we're on target. So that's 50 rounds of 30-06 that I have to shoot this afternoon. I'm going to be pretty sore about it, I bet. Should be fun anyhow. We are shooting my Western Field 732 30-06. It's really just a copy of a Mossberg 810 made for Western Field. This particular one was made back in the 70s. We just have a 3-9 Nikon Buckmasters on the top. So let's see what kind of groups we can get out of these hand loads. Alright, 5 shots down. Looks like the rifle's pretty on, as long as I don't flinch. I'm not the greatest long-range shooter. It's windy out here. My table's all shaky, so we're not expecting any magic today, but I think the scope's on. Okay, first up is the Sierra Game King, 180 grain. We're shooting IMR 4895 with all these loads today. First up is 42 grains. Alright, next up 44 grains. Okay, next up 46 grains. Alright, now we're going to shoot the 178 grain Hornady ELD-X. Alright, so all the brass looks just fine. The orange ones there are the hottest. We don't have any primer flattening, anything. I think we could take these loads up hotter if we wanted to. Okay, next up is the 150 grain Speer soft point bow tails. Alright folks, last up for the 30-06, some 110 grain Sierra Varminter. Takes care of the 30-06 for the day. So I guess we will take a closer look at those targets. Alright, all these groups were 100 yards. And we have each one of these targets is 3 inches across here. With the 180 grain and the 178 grain, our first two lowest charges, their point of impact was just way too low, way too far off from our 0 with our factory ammo. So our 180 grains printed down here, and our ELD-X is printed down here. Pretty much the same story goes with these. It wasn't until we got to the higher charges where we started seeing the groups improve a little bit. So here, group gets a little better, still a little low. We don't actually get to where we need to be with the 180 grains till we hit the highest charge of 48 grains here. So that range here is where we will explore. We'll maybe work our way towards 49 slowly and see what we can come up with. So down here, we did pretty good here at 46, and not bad, but a little higher point of impact up here at 48. So we're gonna work our way between 46 and 48 and find the perfect load in here. So our best groups with the 180 here would be up top, not great, 2 1/4 inches. And with the 178, our best group here, oh, probably 1.5. So a little better. Alright, so the 150 grains, they did much better than the heavier bullets. So our lowest charge printed low, but then we started getting right on track here. And up here we have a 3/4 inch group at 50 grains. That's our best group of the day right there. And then it opens up a little bit. So this will be our target area. We'll explore up and down from 50 just a little bit, see if we can find a perfect load here. And the 110 grainers, they did pretty well. Right here, here. I think this would have been our best group, but I screwed up the last shot, so we only have 2 on there. But either way, 2 inches, 2 inches, and that one's 1 inch, but we lost a shot there. So those are very accurate little bullets. They did great in 300 blackout, so hard to go wrong here. We'll probably explore the high velocity, try to get the most flat shooting. You know, keep that bullet supersonic for as long as we can with that really lightweight bullet. So we'll explore from 54 and up just a little bit, see what we can come up with. Alright, so final thoughts. Not super scientific. We did make some improvement. I am not great at shooting that rifle, but I'll get better for sure. And I have a microphone, so you'll be able to hear me next time. So yeah, I think we're making some progress. We're just gonna try to make the video a little shorter and more to the point. Alright, see you next time.